All about individual stock action. Jai Bala of Cash the Chaos is joining in. Jai, good to have you on the show today. We want to start off by getting your thoughts on some of the stockbroking names here in the Indian market. I'm sure these stocks wouldn't have gone unnoticed by you as well, whether it's Angel One or Motilal or today IIFL Securities. There's been a huge surge that we've seen over the past couple of months. There are also names like BSC. So basically, when you look at the whole capital markets play, do you think that these stocks have more legroom, more steam on the way up, or are they entering some sort of a final phase of the rally?
When it comes to, it's a diverse space actually. Good to be here. See, Motilal Oswal, actually, that's probably on its finals leg of its stretch, at least for this leg of the move. But when it comes to Angel One, it's been an underperformer. Probably it's trying to play catch up with Motilal. But it's a bit of caution needed here, because when I look at the overall markets, the frontline heavies, we discussed Reliance for several weeks since August now, and there are other stocks which are signaling the probability of correction, which could get deeper for the market as more probable. We spoke about TCS2 last week. I said that market's unlikely to like the results of it, and that's exactly what has happened. And Infosys is coming to an exhaustion point. If it were to reverse from here, it could be a severe, sharp correction. And ICICI has come down and signaling that could be a larger move. ITC is signaling it's a reverse for the short to medium term. So the number of heavy stocks on the Nifty are signaling the probability of a sharper correction is increasing. And when it comes to the US markets, the sentiment is frothed up to a sufficient level where it warrants a reversal. And I have a time cycle coming up for the US markets around this Friday and Monday. So if we have a reversal either this Friday or Monday for the US markets, that will also add pressure to the overall equity markets in the world.
All right. Hi, Jai. Good afternoon and good to see you. When I remember that call you made on TCS, but now there's another daring one coming out from you. I'm looking at the chart of DLF, at least for today, it's moving with a lot of strength, but you believe it's providing a shorting opportunity? DLF and I believe granules, run us through levels and, rationale for both those two?
That's right, Neeraj. See, the structure for most of the realty stocks is that it's in the last leg of the move, and the markets are likely to drop for the real estate sector, and I wanted people to be cautious over here. But DLF has got a very short-term upside to somewhere close to 885. So, and I want to see a reversal from that. If it does that, I think it's doing what I'm anticipating it to do. But it's not an easy shot. A stop loss at about 923 is very important. And if you're conservative, you might want to see that reversal that I'm anticipating come through from 885 and then act on it. But granules is a much simpler short. At least it looks like that. It's a rank underperformer. It's come down from its 52-week highs in a 5-step fashion. And the recent move from the lows looks like a corrective bounce. So if it were to drop below 590, that will confirm for me that it's starting a much sharper drop for the next leg. As it's been underperforming in the last few weeks, I'm expecting a price level of close to 480. A stop loss of about 623 is essential for it.
Jai, you were watching for lower levels on Reliance Industries, and today it's fallen another 2%. Where does it go?
See, there are two possibilities for me. I'm anticipating the stock to either bounce from somewhere around 2660 to 2592, or slightly below 2592. And then begin a move toward all-time high for the stock. But if it were to stay below 2550 and then just say meander around in a sideways fashion, then that will be bearish for the stock. But right now, I'm anticipating some support to come in from somewhere about 2660. If it doesn't happen, it's a negative for the stock. So I'm just neutral on the stock for the moment because I've been bearish since 3100. I want the stock to do certain things, and I want the market to tell me what it's doing, and then I will decide where it's going.
I was Jai. Hi, I was thinking, how do you short granules? But then I checked, it's in the F&O segment. One of your two trades. DLF also I checked. I mean, it's not done anything for 8 months now. So it's in that same range since February of this year. So it's it's kind of course, it's moving in a range, but hasn't really broken out or anything of that sort. But that's a trickier one, as you said. What else, Jay? You briefly mentioned things are looking like in the things are coming together in the US as well, which indicates that maybe we're in for some weakness. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah. See, markets are a function of price, time, and sentiment. And right now, the sentiment for the U.S. equity markets is so extremely bullish that it can become bearish. Any push on the negative side would just make the boat topple. So I'm looking at the U.S. S&P futures to rise somewhere close to about 5980 to 6,000. And slightly above, if it reverses from that, that will give a very nice setup for a reversal signature. But it's not at reverse. I'm watching for it. But when it comes to the U.S. Equity markets, the Russell 2000 doesn't believe we are in a rate cutting environment. The Russell 2000 is much below the July highs. That usually in a rate cutting environment, small caps tend to outperform. But Russell 2000 is still below July highs, so it maybe that can change. But right now with the excessive sentiment, and it's still not above the July high. Even that's also pointing to something. And U.S. 10-year bonds had a very good reversal signature to the bullish side, and also the dollar index. The dollar index has come to about 103. A minimum move to about 106.5 or ballpark is quite possible. So that's also signaling some possibility. A short-term pullback for both the U.S. bond yields and the dollar index is likely, but post that, both are signaling higher levels.
By the way, sudden spike in the broader markets. The mid-cap index is now up 150 points. The small-cap index too has picked up, though the advanced decline ratio still remains 1:1. But in the last 10 minutes, there has been that pickup in
Bank Nifty is also
Bank
picked up
Nifty
100
also
points.
it was flattish.
Yeah.
ICICI Bank is leading there, so ICICI Bank is up nearly about 2%.
Okay, I guess any short-term immediate trades, given the caution that you described, Jay?
I just don't want to go too much into the deep end of the pool. I'm just treading water at the moment. So I'm watching Infosys for a reversal. IT, I think, has come to a very important resistance. That's coming off from important resistance. And if Infosys also disappoints, I think the IT sector will be a short for me.
Okay, yeah, well, it's done well today. Infosys also at record levels at 1961. Thank you for being with us, Jay. Let's quickly start reading.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.